And action!
What's up guys, Farhan here with Zah once again, and today we have Elvin here. How are you, Elvin?
Hello, hi, nice meeting y'all guys. Nice meeting y'all.
Thank you so much for contacting us and wanting to share your Triumph Rocket 3R, right? First impressions of this bike, I was like thinking, Salah, the engine makes up like
I was
50% of the bike, you know.
It's a car engine.
This is motorbike or rockets, yeah.
I mean, it's in this name, but it's rocket.
Aeroplanes.
But the engine looks like a car engine, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the design-wise, really resembles somewhat of an aircraft, lah.
Yeah. I have to say the engine reminds me of the propeller aircraft back in the World War II kind of era engine.
Yeah. So before Elvin tell us the story about his Rocket 3R, I'm gonna give a bit of background about it, huh? A successor to the similarly named Rocket 3 with 3 eyes, the Triumph Rocket 3 is a power cruiser made to compete with the likes of the Yamaha VMAX and the Ducati Diavel. With a displacement of 2458cc, this beast of an engine is the biggest on a production motorcycle to date. Elvin's model is the R variant, the Roadster. Engine is a 2458cc liquid-cooled inline 3-cylinder DOHC with electronic fuel injection and a 6-speed manual transmission. In Singapore, the Triumph Rocket 3 is extremely rare, with a few examples on the streets. Alright guys, so shout out to our sponsor Liqui Moly.
Do check out their online store for awesome motorbike care related products.
Support us by clicking on the link below to view the range of products.
Or use our promo code upon checking out.
Okay. Alright, so Elvin, I understand that this bike is a very special one for at least for Singapore context lah.
Okay.
So is the first to come in Singapore, right?
Yes, correct.
Then that time when you bought it, how much was it?
It's about close to 60,000.
Wow.
Close to 60,000. And this current, what I'm owning now, is the very first one on the road. So it's very special.
So you are the first owner of this
This model on the road. Yeah.
You bought it at the dealer lah, Mamoto lah.
Correct, Mamoto.
Okay. Why you want to get this bike? Just curious.
That time wanted to change my bike is because that I never owned a 240 rail tire before, so it's quite big, and I always wanted to own a legal 240 tire, not to go and change.
Why you never consider Harley?
Harley. I used to own a Harley. Then after that, before this bike was the Indian Chieftain. And the Indian Chieftain was also the very first model on the road. So I was the first owner also. And then after that, somehow, we all bikers, riders like to, at times, got a little bit of time or that spare cash, we wanted to get something new for ourselves. So I've asked my wife the permission first before I get this bike.
So besides Harley, Indian Chieftain, what other bikes that you
quite a number of it. I have also quite a number of it.
So all of them in the cruiser category or what?
No, I have owned Adventure before. Class 2B time, Scrambler. Honda 150 SP. That was way back 1999. The time was a very
very
special
popular,
bike.
Yes.
So that time when you were maybe continue from that what you were saying just now. How did you come to know about the Rocket 3R?
I was watching YouTube. It was very popular market on this Triumph Rocket. The time was only TFC, and it's only 750 pieces. At that moment, everything was just gone very, very fast. Once they launched, and worldwide 750 pieces, everything sold. So I think they saw there was opportunity to come out the next batch. So they come out with the Rocket 3R and the Rocket 3 GT.
So in Singapore, Mamoto bring in what variants? I had a short read up on the website. I said there's a few variants for Singapore market. Which variant that Mamoto brought in?
They brought in all the variant. Even the latest one with the black edition I think only one of each, but limited to 1,000. But of course, the most special one is the TFC. Yeah.
TFC.
Why? TFC?
You mentioned there's only one.
TFC. The meaning of TFC is Triumph Factory Custom.
Oh,
Okay, so it's purposely custom, and it's almost the look is the same, but there is actually the bike is definitely lighter because there is more carbon parts, more blackout.
So how long have you been riding the Rocket?
It's actually a brand new. Okay, that time was publishing was at end of 2019, somewhere there. Then it's actually a 2020 model. So the time they came in, Ma only invited a few of their special guests. So
including yourself.
yeah, so including myself, and I'm considered very lucky. Thank you, Eugene.
And us.
No, yeah.
Okay, and immediately was touched on the ground. Everybody was so excited, touching the bike. And that time was already somehow 90% confirmed the bike that I want to buy. This bike that I want to buy.
Is this the very bike that's on display also?
The very first one, touched on the ground, pushed inside the showroom.
You took already.
See, I straight away take money out, give to the salesman, book. Then I straight away tell the other salesman, that time was Wright Lee. So I told him, hey, take that, I'm so signed. So immediately straight away put here, sorry guys, I bought the bike, don't touch anymore. So that's the whole funny part lah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Just nice that the color that I want. Okay, this there is black and red. Okay, two colors. Yeah, I prefer black. Then just nice black color, and I just chopped the bike.
Chop the bike,
Chopped the bike.
I have to ask, is it love at first sight for you?
Yeah, man.
So you didn't really read about the Triumph, this particular model beforehand, before coming for the invitation?
Yeah lah, more or less. Of course, I did see the specs. Properly, really see every part of the bike. That is my habit lah. I see the parts of the bike, the quality of the bike, how they make, and this bike is totally like one of a kind bike that is so clean, neatly do up. Even the handlebar, you want to see the wiring, you also cannot see.
Yeah, it's well hidden. Only
Yes.
one
Correct.
wire coming out.
No, that one is the brake and brake and clutch.
And this is the highest CC bike that we ever done, Azhar.
Correct.
Yeah, this is the
review.
biggest, the
2458 CC.
Yeah, I was like,
It's 2005.
Like it's almost like an SUV, SUV on two wheels.
This bike is the world largest production. Okay, that means approved on the road production motorbike.
The displacement is the largest approved on road lah.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
That's really a
Awesome,
statement.
man.
Yeah.
In your own words, how would you describe the performance of this bike as compared to the previous bikes that you ever owned that's similar in its class?
I didn't have a chance to own a Class 2 sports bike before, so I have not much of comments on that. But this bike itself is really powerful, and I really have to respect. I mean, really be gentle, respect the power. If not, the power will overcome the individual rider skill. So that means you will crash the bike. It's very, very
So
powerful.
it's like not a bike meant for beginner class 2 riders lah. Maybe somebody who
Unless those class 2 riders, they do go on tracks and play, they know how to handle bike. If not for normal class 2 riders, straight away get a 2005. I mean, can. Okay, just have to be gentle and understand and feel the bike first for quite some time. Then you feel.
So compared to the Harley that you have rode before, how is the handling like?
This is way much more easier because I think definitely it's lighter. Yeah.
it's lighter.
Yeah, it's lighter. Way much more lighter. Yeah.
Bulkier than the Harley.
Correct.
I've ridden my fair share of Harleys like
Yeah.
the Pan Am, the Fat Boy, and seeing this, I think this is bigger, this is more heavier.
But so in terms of handling wise, this maneuvers better than the Harley?
I think it's all about the same. It's about individual rider, how they understand the bike. Okay, any bike, how you want to handle is up to the person. But if sometimes the person is like too hard to reach, or even too hard to reach the ground, I think they have to be quite careful on it lah.
Speaking of too high to reach the ground, what's your height?
My height, my 172.
How's the riding posture like for you for the Rocket?
Rocket, it's like
Do you need to like
Tiptoe?
I don't need to tiptoe, but the posture, because it's a Rocket 3R. R means roadster, and it's more slightly forward. It's like a sport bike, but not really that kind of sport bike.
Oh, not that aggressive, like it's kind of relaxing.
Yeah, kind of a little bit of relaxing. But the GT version will be much more relaxing of pullback, forward control. This is a mid control. Okay. But I mean, these are aggressive, quite nice. Quite stylo. Quite stylo.
I have to ask because just now you spoke that this bike you must respect the power. So how does it do on Singapore street? Given that our street is mostly urban riding and start-stop traffic, how do you in your opinion, right? How does the Rocket 3R perform in traffic?
In traffic, actually there is 4 modes on this bike. Okay, one is the rain mode, the road mode, the sport mode, and the other one is the rider mode that you can configure. Customize. You're right. Okay, so usually on urban road, like you know that you are at like 5 p.m. there is slightly more traffic. I will turn on the rain mode. Of course, this bike is good enough power, but it won't too aggressive. So probably if those new rider want to get this bike, you can turn on to your rain mode to try first. You won't overpower the bike, and you are manageable. Yeah, that's the word, manageable. Anything must manage your bike.
Does it get hot?
Yeah, for sure, of course.
Just like a Harley.
Yeah, just now when he came, we were standing beside.
It's like you are sitting on top of a.
But it goes very fast.
It goes very fast.
Yeah.
I don't feel it anymore.
Yeah, compared to the Harleys, the Harley still has the heat generating.
The pop sound.
This one because there is a very big radiator with I think 2 fan and an oil cooler.
Okay.
Oh, it's not liquid cool lah.
Liquid cool lah.
Liquid cool. Because Harley's is air cool lah.
Air cool. Air cool, and some of them they feel that it's too hot. They have to install the oil cooler.
I see.
Alright, so I have to make. Just now before Alvin actually share, he actually mentioned a lot of things about this bike with the features. 3 exhaust pipes.
Yeah, it's a 3 exhaust pipe, nicely done. And I recently just read how they engineered these 3 exhausts, and I wanted to thank Triumph that they really put in a lot of effort on how they make this exhaust pipe and properly engineered, and is environment friendly, Euro 5 compliant, and the look is there. The front is 2, the other one is right over here, okay, the other side, and is flush in together with the swing arm.
And it's a single swing arm.
Yeah, single-sided swing arm.
And the swing arm also accommodates the riding shaft, the shaft.
Yep, correct.
Oh my god, this is like
awesome engineering.
Machine,
yeah. And the tires are so wide also.
Yeah, it's a 240 tire. Yeah.
240, and the Brembo brake caliper also.
And it's all big Brembo calipers to be able to manage the stopping. Yeah. Anyway, this bike also got additional those like cornering ABS, anti-wheelie in case you really pump too hard and your bike want to wheelie, but it will control the wheelie. But of course, I think it can be set to off. Should be can set to off.
One more feature that LV showed us is the saddlebags. This one is, what is it called actually?
The bracket. Saddlebag bracket.
For the saddlebags. Cool. You just pull it down, and then after that you can actually put a saddlebag.
Yeah, correct.
There.
Yeah, correct. Properly engineered, flush in together, nicely done. I also, before I buy the saddlebag, I do sometimes often touring, so I need some bags. Okay, so this saddlebag was like, wow, perfect, nicely done. Yeah.
So the saddlebag is an original accessory for the Rocket 3.
Correct. Triumph combined with GV, and GV specially made for the saddlebag for this rocket.
Does the saddlebag come together with the bike, or is
No.
it a separate purchase?
Separate purchase.
Okay.
Separate purchase. If I'm not wrong, the saddlebag and the bracket itself is, I think, is $2,000. Yeah, okay, it's pretty solid. Pretty solid. It's really hard that kind that can withstand the weight.
So the saddlebag is a soft one lah.
Soft saddlebag.
Okay.
And you also mentioned you change your mirrors to the bar end, is it?
No, it's original too.
Oh, it's original.
Yeah, this bike, stock bike. Okay. The only one that I have changed, not changed, add on, is this
Windshield.
slightly taller windshield.
Okay.
It's because next time the new IU I can hide inside. Yeah, I mean the new IU I heard and I see some review is like a little bit of
It's like a handphone sticking there.
yeah, like a handphone sitting there. So probably it will be nicer to flush in and still usable on the road.
Yeah.
Not to
Yes.
inconvenience myself. Yeah, you know.
Okay, so I want to talk about the fuel tank. It's very big. What's the fuel consumption like? And
How big?
How big is the fuel tank?
How big the fuel tank? I think it's 18 liter.
18 liters.
18, 20.
I'm not sure lah.
Sure, I have to Google. I forget also.
Later we see.
I forget also.
And how's the fuel consumption like?
I'm not that aggressive rider, so I usually I ride at a normal to slow speed. Yeah, still understanding the bike, definitely. Still understanding the bike. Yeah, underuse the bike also. Since the day that I got my bike, close to the beginning of 2020, till now it's only 5,000 km. Underuse COVID time, the thing.
Like 1 week maybe how many times you take it out? 1 or 2 is it? Maybe?
Sometimes 2 weeks one time, 3 weeks one time. One time.
Okay,
Yeah.
so this question I want to ask like when you bring out the bike do people look at it or not?
Every time. Every time. I just came back from doing something at Jurong West. Then got one bike parked beside me. They also, wow. Yeah, never seen. Then after I go pump petrol, one of these very nice Malay, those like high ace guy come and talk to me also. Yeah, it's almost every time. So I just share with them.
Next time we just forward them this video.
Seeing video and
in person is different.
and like your two seeing the real bike is
Different,
totally different. It's totally different.
So, okay, let's talk about the pillion seat. Looking at the pillion seat is smaller than the rider seat. Is it comfortable for the pillion? You know, considering that if you compare to
Honestly,
some of the cruiser bikes.
Honestly, I don't think is a local ride. I think it's okay.
Yeah.
Point A, point B, okay. But you go touring, I don't think the pillion will.
People have to hug you.
No, not okay.
And speaking of pillion seat, the one thing I
No
love.
it's small.
And speaking of pillion seat, the one thing I love is that the foot peg for the pillion seat is hidden,
Yeah.
It reminds me of the
Transformer.
Not the transformer. All those the jet plane on the aircraft carrier.
carrier.
You know, the foldable wings.
Oh, yes.
Yes, correct.
Stylo, same.
Yeah. It's flushed in together with the bike. Yeah, it's very nicely hidden.
So I know that probably you haven't done any maintenance on it before.
Maintenance, you mean like what? Engine oil?
Like engine.
All this.
I did.
How is it? Do you reckon that it's expensive or not?
Quite standard.
Quite standard lah. How many
Quite
bottles? Just curious.
I think it's 5 bottles.
5 bottles.
Yeah, 5 engine size. I mean 2,500 It's about like, it's a car engine
even though
already lah.
even though it's a three cylinder, but then considering the size of the engine,
Should be
I assume he uses 6 spark plug also. Three also. Three cylinder, sorry.
Yeah, 3 cylinder.
but I'm not surprised if the cylinder has 2 spark plug, because some motorbikes like the Bajaj, they have 2 spark plug for 1 cylinder, got 2 spark plug.
One can go very fast. So Elvin, I know that you don't really write much about this bike, but maybe you can share what's your best memory so far with the Rocket 3R?
Best memory of Rocket 3R. It was on the sport mode. My back wheel was a little bit of fishtail because due to the floor was a little bit wet, but it was a turning. So it fishtail because of there is a traction control. It tracked back, pull me back. I feel that the bike can react such good.
At the split second, it's
it just
correct itself.
Correct itself. That is most memorable. I mean, aside from riding, people asking me about this thing, that is, this bike can correct a rider. Technology really helps someone's safety on the road.
Lives.
So sometimes have to upgrade a bit.
That's why our CEO is CEO. That's why our CEO is 10 years.
Our CEO is 10 years. Yeah, but you can renew if you love the bike a lot.
So would you be keeping this bike for the long term or
something that you want to enjoy temporarily?
Wow.
I'm sure once the border are open,
you whack this bike to KL.
Go
within 2 hours.
No, don't have lah. 2 hours is the bike can take it. Myself I cannot take it.
My friend he rode Hayabusa within 2-3 hours he reached already. He just made one pit stop only. But he broke something when he reached KL. I forget what.
I don't think I do ride every year to Thailand. But of course, this COVID, 2 years never go already. So almost every year we'll ride up to this Phuket Bike Week. So where all the
big bikes, all the motorbikes.
Singapore bikers, Malaysia bikers, brothers, sisters all meet there. It's like really a very big bike gathering. It's like everybody is like, "Why, hi, how are you?" 1 year, one time, they still can I can remember them. They can remember me. That is one special thing about bikers when we all together meet at one place for 1 year, one time.
Understand. Yeah lah. I mean, I think the thing that the bikers there's this camaraderie lah. Even in Singapore also lah. In general lah. Alright, so Elvin, we've come to the end lah. But what kind of riders would you say that Rocket 3R is for?
What kind of rider?
Who would you recommend this bike for?
If you are confident, you can ride the bike. Serious, you're confident, can ride a bike. Please call Mamoto.
Anybody can lah.
Everybody.
As long as they have the money, they got the discipline.
Discipline and
the balls.
No, I cannot say that. Don't. If you want to buy bike, if the budget is very tight, please don't struggle. That is my advice. Buy bike is to really enjoy. If you struggle to maintain, then I don't think.
I think there's no fun in.
No fun in
Every month you'll be riding the bike to pay off the bike, Alright, so Elvin, once again, thank you so much for
thank you very much
for sharing your Rocket 3R.
Thank you.
It's a really rare bike. I think it's 3 on the road right now.
It's only a few on the road.
A few on the road. Less than 10.
Probably
Maybe
10.
Make one cat group.
Probably 10.
Your Facebook group you create 10 people only.
It's a unique piece of machine.
You have to say, for me, looking at this bike, it's a work of art. And the engineering that goes behind it.
Yes.
Correct.
Triumph, you really
compare British engineering and Italian engineering.
Very
totally
unique.
different here.
It's totally different, but both of them are top notch. I did see about how Ducati make their bikes. It's also very special. Kawa also. Not all the brands how they make their bike is really very respect behind the scene to make all these bikes, cars, for us to really enjoy.
The years of engineering and the expertise, research and development. Ta-da!
The beauty. Yeah, it's a beauty.
So appreciate your bikes, guys.
Thank you.
So once again, Alvin, thank you for sharing your ride with us. Any riders want to review the bike, you get in touch with us on our social media pages below.
Okay, if you have any comments, suggestions, feedbacks, put them in the comment section below. Like and share this video with your riding kakis, and don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to support us as well as our awesome sponsor Liquid Moly. Do check out their online store for a whole range of motorbike care products and use our promo code upon checking out.
Yeah, and don't forget to check out our Shopee to purchase our merchandise. All of your purchase will go back to these videos and also fund our coming overland trips. And yeah, that's it for the vlog, and we will see you in the next one.